Today, we'll be doing the lesson division. Here are some concepts which you should know. The number to be divided is called the dividend. You can see on the left hand side, this is the dividend 27. Then the number which divides is called divisor, 5 is the divisor, and the number remaining in the end is called remainder because it is remained. And the answer in division is called quotient, which is written on the top. 5 is the quotient, the answer. Properties of division. The first property is dividing a number by itself is equal to 1. When we divide number with itself, like 2 divided by 2 is 1, 5 divided by 5 is 1. Same way, 4325 divided by 4325 is equal to 1. The second concept is dividing a number by 1 is equal to the number itself. When we divide, like 2 divided by 1 is equal to 2. 10 divided by 1 is equal to 10. Same way the example is given, when we divide a number by 1, the number that we get is the number itself. Third is dividing 0 by any number is equal to 0. Remember, dividing any number by 0 and dividing 0 by any number are two different things. So when we divide 0 by any number, the answer is 0, which we can see in property number 3. 0 divided by 7235 will be 0. But dividing any number with 0 is not defined. It is not permissible. The concept is not permissible. So dividing 0 by any number is 0, but dividing any number by 0 is not defined. Next is long division involves 5 steps. So usually when you are dividing a number, there are 5 steps which we follow: DMSBR. DMSBR. What are these? D is divide, then multiply, then subtract, then bring down, then repeat or remainder. What does this mean? Let us discuss. The first was divide. You can see if the question is divide 74 by 3, so we are dividing 7 tens by 3, we get 2 tens and some extra. That is 3 twos are 6. In the second step you can see we multiply. The first was division, the second is multiplication. So 3 twos are 6. 3 twos are 6 means we are multiplying. After multiplying we are subtracting. What? 3 twos are 6, the answer 6, we are subtracting from 7 and we are getting 1. The fourth step we read was bring down. Bring down means whatever answer you got after subtracting 6 from 7, the next number to the 7 you have to bring it down, that is 4 will come down. Next was repeat or find the remainder. So after we brought down 4, 3 fours will be 12 and after subtracting we will get 2, that is the remainder. So these are the 5 steps which we follow while dividing a number. There is a procedure to check whether your answer is wrong or right. The formula is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. If you do this and you get the correct answer, that is if you get 74 after doing this, the answer will be correct. Next is divide 3759 by 4. First consider the thousands place. We will see what is there in the thousands place. The divisor 4 does not divide into the first figure 3. Why? Because 3 is smaller than 4 or 4 is greater than 3. So consider the first 2 digits. Because we cannot divide 3 with 4, we will consider these 2 digits, 37. And we know 4 nines is 36. So we will do 4 nines are 36, and after subtracting, the steps you should remember: first we divided, then we multiplied, now we have to subtract. So 37 minus 36 we got 1. After subtract we had bringing down. So we will bring down 5 and this 1 will become 15. Now when we have 15, we will see 4 threes is 12. So again we will subtract 12 from 15 and the answer that we will get is 3. Now we will bring down 9. Now 4 nines is 36. And when we subtract, we get the remainder, that is 3. So, same procedure we followed, those 5 steps we did, and we got the answer. Now, let us check whether the answer is correct or not. So, the formula we had already discussed in the previous slide, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So, here the divisor is 4, the quotient is 939. So, we wrote 939 plus the remainder, that is 3, and the answer we got is 3759. So, if you are getting this after putting the numbers in formula, that means your answer is correct. We will take one more example, division of numbers by a 2-digit number, and same is with 3 and 4-digit number. We are dividing 5976 with 14. So, we cannot take only 5 because 14 is greater than 5, so 14 is greater than 5, so we will take 59. When we take 59, the first step was divide and now is multiplication, that is 14 4s is 56, and then we subtract and we get 3. After subtraction, we have to bring down. So, we will bring down 7. So, this number will become 37. Now, because it is 37, we will take 14 2s that is 28. We will subtract and get 9. Again, we will bring down 6. It will become 96. Then 14 6 is 84, and finally, we got the remainder, that is 12. And now, we will check the answer. Dividend is equal to divisor, that is 14. Divisor is 14, then into quotient is 426 plus remainder is 12, and the answer you got is this 5976. That means your answer is correct. Division of number by 10, 100 and 1000. Let us begin with this part. When a number is divided by 10, the digits except the digit at one's place make the quotient, and the digit at one's place becomes the remainder. As you can see in the example, it is in the case when we divide a number with 10. You can see the example like we are dividing 48 with 10. What happens? The number which is in the ones place, that is 8, becomes the remainder, and the number to its left becomes the quotient. So when we divide a number with 10, the digits except the digit at one's place makes the quotient. If the quotient was 438, then 8 will become the remainder and 43 will become quotient. So the ones place number, the number which is in the ones place becomes the remainder, and rest all the numbers to its left becomes the quotient. You can see some more examples. Like in the first case, we are dividing 4183 by 10. So, the 3 numbers to the left of 3, 4, 1 and 8 becomes the quotient, and the number which is in the ones place, that is 3, it becomes the remainder. And same is in this case, like here, its remainder here also, 56 becomes the quotient, and the last digit which is in the ones place, that is 9, becomes the remainder. Next is when we divide a number by 100. So when a number is divided by 100, the quotient is the number made by the digits except the digits at ones and tens place. How do you remember this? How to remember this? You can see in 100 we have 2 zeros. So ones and tens, like there are 2 digits, ones and tens, these 2 digits will become remainder now. Because 100 has 2 zeros, so 2 numbers from the right will be the remainder. So when you divide a number with 100, the number in the ones and tens place will become remainder, and rest all the numbers to the left of ones and tens will become quotient. Here are 2 examples. You can see here 609. So ones and tens, that is 0 and 9, will become remainder, and the number here which is left will become quotient. Same way 7635, that is 7635, when it is divided by 100, the number in the ones and tens place, that is 3 and 5, becomes the remainder, and rest all the numbers becomes quotient. Then When a number is divided by 1000, the quotient is the number made of the digits except the digits at ones, tens and hundreds place. So now the difference is that because 1000 we can see there are 3 zeros. So 3 numbers from the right, that is ones, tens and hundreds. These 3 digits will become remainder and the numbers which are left after that will become quotient. Let us see some examples. So here you can see 9874 is divided by 1000. So the number in the ones, tens and hundreds place, that is 874, becomes the remainder and 9 which is left will become quotient. Same way we have 35,786 divided by 1000. So number in the ones, tens and hundreds place, that is 786, will become remainder and the other 2 numbers left will become quotient. Now I'll be explaining you word problem from exercise 7C. First 3 questions I'll be explaining you and the other 4 questions you're supposed to do it in your own in your maths notebooks. So let us begin. So the first question in exercise 7C is, Mr. Karla wants to distribute rupees 6,000 equally among 8 of his workers. How much will each worker get? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 workers and 6,000 rupees is to be given equally to all the 8 workers. So how do he distribute so that all workers get equal amount? We'll take a small example. For example, you have 4 chocolates and you are 2 friends and you want to distribute 4 chocolates among these 2 friends equally. How will you do that? You will give 2 to this person and 2 to this one. How did you get the answer? You simply divided 2 friends with 4 chocolates. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. Same way, what you will do here is you will divide 6,000 from 8. So let us solve the answer. The first statement will be total amount is equal to rupees 6,000, or you can write total amount to be distributed. Then you will write the next statement, number of workers is equal to 8. Then amount received by each worker is equal to 6,000 divided by 8. So now you will show the division of 6,000 and 8. 8, 7. So let us do the division part now. 8 sevens is 56. We'll subtract this and we'll get 4. Now this 0 will come down. Then 8 fives is 40. 0 and this 0 will come down. Then 8 zeros is 0. So each worker will get rupees 750. Next question is 9 bags of cement can be loaded in a rickshaw. That means in one rickshaw 9 bags of cement can be loaded. How many rickshaws are required to load 88,659 bags? So let us write the statement first. First we will write total number of bags. So total number of bags is equal to 88,659. That is 88,659. Now if one rickshaw can load is equal to 9 bags. So how many rickshaws are required to load 88,659 bags? So number of rickshaws required is equal to 88,659 divided by 9. So when we divide 9 with this value with this number given, the number of bags given, we'll get the number of rickshaws required to load bags. So let us do the division part. So let us start. We know 9 nines is 81. So we'll get 7 here, then 6 will come down, then 9 8s are 72. Then again we'll subtract and we'll get 4. Then 5 will come down, 9 5s are 45. Again 0 and this 9 will come down, 9 1s are 9, and finally we got the answer. So number of rickshaws required is equal to 9,851. The next question is, a prize money of rupees 6,633 was distributed among 11 players of a football team. How much did each player get? You can see the word distributed here. That means that money was divided among 11 players. So we have to divide and find out the amount that each player got. So let us begin with the solution. The first will be total prize money is equal to rupees 6,633. Then number of players is equal to 11. Therefore, each player get 6,633 divided by 11. So now we will divide and find out the answer. So let us divide. We know 11 6s is 66. We'll get 0 here. Now this 3 will come down. As 3 does not come in 11 table, we don't have 3 in 11 table. So what we'll do, we'll write a 0 here so that we can get this 3 here. Now 11 3s is 33. And finally we got the answer, that is 603. So each player get rupees 600. Now here is the task from exercise 7A. Even bits you have to do in your rough notebook and odd bits in your maths notebooks. Same way 7B, question number 1 in book, question number 2 even bits in rough and odd bits in maths notebook. And finally exercise 7C, first 3 questions already I have explained you in the video, and last 4 questions to be done in your maths notebook. So here the lesson is over. In case you face any problem in any question, you can reach us through Chalksphere or WhatsApp. Thank you so much.